Hi, I'm Ed Pound, the Managing Director of the Operations Science Institute. Welcome to the Institute's series, 52 Weeks of Operations Science in 2 minutes. To be clear, we're not going to compress a year's worth of operations science into 2 minutes. Every week during this 52-week series, we will provide 2 minutes of powerful, practical operations science insights. If you are not already applying operations science, you're wasting money and resources. Supercharge your and your team's skills with high-value, low-cost operations science online certification. The Institute is proud to announce the launch of the Operations Science podcast. Operations Science is a science of working better, and we will discuss ideas, innovations, and practical experience from managers and executives and industry thought leaders. The podcast is available on all major outlets. You can search for the Operations Science podcast to find it. In case you missed it, there's a great podcast with Sanjay Hooperkar, Chief Global Officer of the Global Electronics Association. Sanjay has great insight into wide-ranging topics such as tariffs, AI, the state of the global electronics industry, and the power of operations science. Scan the QR code to find it and listen. Our most recent podcast is with Lisa Ellis, CEO and President of Heppenstall Consulting Group. Lisa is a recognized expert and powerhouse in the shipbuilding and ship repair industry. She's been at it for decades. This industry is fascinating. It's undergoing tremendous attempts at revitalization. It's vitally important for national defense and national prosperity. Scan the QR code to find it and have a listen. This week we cover one of the fundamental relationships in operations science, as we described last week, batch size optimization. In classic batch size optimization, an economic production quantity is calculated and is very similar to the economic order quantity, the EOQ, used for inventory ordering. Economic production quantity balances setup cost with inventory carrying cost. However, the EPQ has some shortcomings. It does not consider setup time or capacity limits, and as a result, it can yield batch size recommendations that are infeasible. The challenge is to find the sweet spot between the trade-offs. Over here, I'm setting up all the time with small batch sizes, so I have high utilization, high queue time, long cycle time. Over here, a lot of work is waiting around in big batches. The sweet spot is here where I minimize my cycle time, which minimizes my cost and my inventory. Transfer batch size is a consideration for batch size optimization. The transfer batch size is how much is moved at once. That's different than the process batch, which is the amount processed between setups. So the transfer batch size is going to be always less than or equal to the process batch size. For a quick simulation of this, go to the opscience.org website. Then go to the blog. Then select Webinars, Podcasts, and Lessons, and watch the Batch Time, Drive Cycle Time video. That video will provide a simple detailed simulation of what we see here graphically. And you see the bottom line is the cycle time with the same process batch size, but with splitting process batches and moving half of the process batch when it's done, rather than waiting for the entire process batch to be completed. So you see the effect of reducing cycle time. In summary, batch size optimization must consider capacity utilization along with setup costs and inventory costs. And also, it's not applicable only to traditional manufacturing. It applies in many settings, like the length of an agile sprint is a batch size consideration. The number of people to board in a particular group for an airplane is another one. And then the number of test samples to run together in a diagnostic lab is also a batch size consideration. Next week, because it's planning season, let's look at operations science for annual planning. Please join us at the Operations Science Institute. Like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. Create an account at opscience.org for more great resources. Both the account and the resources are free. Contact us at info@opscience.org for personalized training. The Institute will train and certify your own trainers for long-term sustainability in your organization. Get your own operations science online certification. Share your knowledge and inspire, energize, and sustain success for you and those around you.